what's going on with him, I don't know. Personally, I feel like that brother needed help. I'm glad he not try to choke me, but at the same time, it had nothing to do with basketball, man. Like, I'm just out there trying to play basketball, they're swinging.
Following his third ejection of the season, Draymond Green has now been ejected a total of 18 times in his regular season career, the second most by any player in the last 25 seasons. He only trails Rasheed Wallace's 25 during that span.
No, I'm the harsh guy on the show. Do you want to go for? Because I'm curious to get your perspective on this first.
No problem. So let me end this speculation. Draymond Green is going to get suspended for about 10 games, minimum. It's coming. I hope you brace yourself. I can tell you right now, through my sources, they're meeting as we speak. Right now. Right now, doggy. They're meeting right now. This is not going to be a Joe Dumars decision. This is not going to be just a committee decision. Adam Silver, the commissioner of the National Basketball Association, is going to be directly involved with the decision that comes down involving Draymond Green. He's been warned on numerous occasions. I went off about how some of it I thought over the years has been unfair, but nevertheless, his reputation is his reputation. He was warned on numerous occasions. He was suspended 5 games already this year, and now here we are with this. They are going to bring the hammer down. And I'm going to say this, and I hope Draymond is watching this. The worst thing that could have possibly happened, believe it or not, to Draymond Green was that sound from Nurkic. When a player sits there and says, quote, I don't know what's wrong with him, they're trying to imply you have a problem. Unfortunately, on this particular day, I can't imagine a soul that's in a position to protect Draymond Green, to defend him, I'm sorry, not protect him, defend him. I can't. Nobody can. He can come up with whatever explanation he wants. And I'm not saying, because I would never call Draymond a liar, okay, because I think he's as honest as they come. But it doesn't matter. What we witnessed mattered.
When we had the chokeout incident with Rudy Gobert, I came on the show and I said I thought it deserved a 10-game suspension.
I disagree with you.
And you disagree with me. Because I want to take a hard stance. I get tired of people being Draymond Green apologists or enabling that type of behavior. And one of the things that's critical for me when it comes to Draymond, I actually think it should be 15 to 20 games. We'll see where it's going to be, whether that's 10, 15, or 20.
I'm just speculating. I'm just saying I think it's going to be a minimum of 10.
Okay. It's also how you follow things up. So, after the first incident with Rudy Gobert, we didn't get back to the Domantas Sabonis stomp on his chest. But after Rudy Gobert, he said the consensus amongst all of us is that I'm going to be me no matter what. And that's not going to change. Stephen A., when I listened to him in the post-game presser after this incident again where he says, this is just bad luck. It wasn't bad luck. You intentionally hit the man in the face. It seems to me that it doesn't matter what the league's policy is on him. It feels to me that he feels entitled, Stephen A. He comes across as entitled, as if, okay, well, I did it. I don't really apologize for things I don't really mean to do, but I guess I'm apologizing, but that wasn't intentional. It was bad luck. And the relationship with Joe Dumars, I'm glad you said it goes above Joe Dumars. And I think Joe Dumars is great at his job. But that relationship, it feels like Joe Dumars needs to be recused from that decision-making on it because of their relationship. Because Draymond's called Joe Dumars a father figure.
It's funny. I can't get into Draymond. I've had enough. 10 games, I think he's what he's going to get. He got 5 last time. If I want to give him 20, I'm okay with it. I've had enough of it. This has gone on. Every time you turn around, there's an issue with Draymond Green. It drives you crazy. You know what I find funny? Steve Kerr was moaning and groaning with Phil Jackson for years and years and years when Oakley, Xavier McDaniel, and Mason were banging up the Bulls, and now he's coaching Draymond and Dumars. And I know he wasn't part of it because he was a good pro and he was a clean pro, but he was on one of the nastiest, rugged teams in the history of NBA basketball. And now he's making a call on Draymond. You got to admit, it is funny. You have to admit, that's the wrong guy that should make a decision when he was on one of the most rugged, nastiest, dirtiest teams in the history of the NBA. Don't forget, Kerr Sir, he was on. How many times did you sit at Madison Square Garden with him moaning and groaning about how the Knicks are banging around Jordan and banging around the poor Bulls in those classic series? Kerr was. And now he's sitting there coaching Green, trying to make excuses of it. Boy, you need him to be great. He's got to learn how to channel it. Steve, how about saying, you know what, this is completely unacceptable, and I don't want him on a team if he's going to continue to act like this. How about him putting the hammer down, and maybe he'll clean up his act a little bit? Green can be great without the nonsense. Why the nonsense? Why does this happen constantly? And the Gobert thing happened when the play was over. This was ridiculous. He's yelling at officials left and right. He's getting technicals. Oh, I've had enough. I have had enough.
Why do you think it happens, and how do you think his teammates feel?
He doesn't seem in control. It's just that simple. You can't, unless it's intentional, okay? Unless it's intentional, you're out of control. We've gotten to that point with Draymond. Listen, you know me. You know how I feel about the brother. I would look for any excuse that I could to defend him because I believe in him character-wise, but his actions have sullied all of that. There's no way around this. The reality is he seems like he is out of control.
So what's the excuse for Draymond this time, Warriors fans? Last time, I had a bunch of you guys in my comments saying that Rudy Gobert shouldn't have grabbed Klay Thompson. While that may be true, Draymond's reaction was way over the line. So what's the excuse here? Was Nurkic standing too close? Did someone look at Draymond wrong? Did someone cast a spell on Draymond that makes him turn around and hit people in the face? I love how Draymond fans want everyone else to have perfect behavior so that way he doesn't lash out. It's like the spoiled child that you have to give everything to so he doesn't start crying. Defending Draymond only makes it worse. I don't know how you can defend him when he got suspended for a game in the finals that might have costed the Warriors a championship. If you're really a Warriors fan or a Draymond fan, why do you want him to keep doing this? Why do you defend everything he does when he's getting himself suspended and costing the team? Draymond himself admitted that punching Jordan Poole in the face might have costed the Warriors a championship because it completely ruined their chemistry. He then followed that up by getting suspended in Game 3 against the Kings, nearly costing the Warriors that series. Draymond is out of control, and he doesn't learn from his mistakes. He doesn't feel any remorse for anything he does, because no matter how bad the action is, there's always someone there to defend him. His teammates and his coach refuse to call him out. Other than his short suspensions, he has faced zero accountability. Right now, the Warriors are crumbling, and this is the last thing they needed. Klay Thompson and Andrew Wiggins are completely washed. Klay even got benched in the fourth quarter. Assuming the NBA actually does something this time, the Warriors are going to be without Draymond for 10 or more games. That's a huge blow to a team that's already struggling. And that's unfair to Steph Curry, who's been playing out of his mind this season. But please, Warriors fans, tell me that it's not his fault. He was just defending his team, right? Doing his job? There was nothing wrong with that. Poor guy just got himself in another bad situation. Just bad luck. Draymond can never catch a break. I feel so sorry for him, honestly. Please put that in the comments. And don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more NBA content just like this. And I will see you in the next upload.